to another iconic episode of Craig Now. I am your host, Vegan Stephen. Alright. Alright, we're gonna stick to major things again. How you getting on with this burble? Push your cheeks up if you need to. Take the weight off your cheeks. Now, when my pitch goes up, my tummy goes in. The sucking the tummy in supports the diaphragm and all the bits and bobs. So a lot of the singing is just right down here in the tummy. So yeah, it's all about breathing. So keep that in mind if you can, because it's very easy to think, oh, I have the singing down, but often when you're concentrating on pitch, you forget your breathing. There you are. Very, very important to stay constantly relaxed and constantly keep checking out your throat. So a lot of singers like to have their hand on their tummy and use their other hand as like kind of a pitch thing. They move their hand up pitch wise with their hand and down when they're hitting a low note, and then they maybe palm down for chest voice and palm up for head voice. I don't really know what people do. People just seem to make it up as they go along. But you know, high notes hand up high, low notes hand down low, super high notes palm up, kind of low chest, palm down. Alright, so you'll see the girls doing it, all the divas and all that. Something to look out for is gospel jaw. So sometimes people go, I can't even do it. They lower their jaw for a vibrato. Vibrato's like, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. So you do the vibrato by releasing the tension and bringing the tension back in. It's not best to do it with the jaw. You can do it with the jaw, like, what's her name? Oh, does Tina Turner do it? You know these powerhouse singers, some of them do it. It's kind of just like a habit, because it looks like the thing you should do. But that's why singing is so confusing, because you can't see what you're doing. So personally, I find it so confusing just you can't see what you're doing. So I like to look at a mirror and constantly make sure my tongue is low down, my tongue is flat. Because you can't see your tongue, I constantly have to check in to see where my tongue is and make sure everything's right. Just while getting to learn the trade. And the other little things. Sometimes people have blocked noses and stuff. Blowing your nose can be good for that. There you are. A lot of people really highly recommend green tea. Like, sip it on it morning, noon, night and day. I personally don't touch tea, but that's really into it. Some people, like I think maybe Sam Cooke, the early Blues Boys, highly recommended smoking cigarettes because of the vocal distortion. It wasn't Robert Raging, I can't remember the guy's name. Lil Richie and his mates. I might be getting the guys wrong, unfortunately, but it's kind of a personally, I'm a fan of the smoking voice. It's kind of a low husky. You can tell if a woman has been that kind of low husky alto woman. Oh baby, I'm gonna give it to you. It's just way too low for a woman, and it's quite sensual and like so that's it's good. And then you get the likes of Barry White, which is like, oh baby, I'm gonna make love to you all night long. He says stuff like, he just talks really slow and really low, and I've listened to interviews with this guy's voice, and I listen to interviews just to hear his voice. It's like it's one. If anyone's heard of the Irish radio presenter Jerry Ryan, he has a low, amazing voice, and some of it is attributed to his microphone choice. He had a U87, which is quite high end as regards microphones and so on. Anyway, I just thought it was very interesting because a lot of microphone choice definitely has a certain impact on tonal quality. Only about 2% or something like that. I don't know. It's all in the ears. It's always been. Well, let's do some vowels. So, A-I-O-U. Quite a nasal, harsh sound. But you guys see, I jump. The distance between my teeth isn't really changing. Quite a harsh sound. So that's E, A, E, I. So this is dipping into vowel modification. So as you go up, you actually morph the vowel. It seems to be going into more of an I. So it starts with a I, and much more of an and a la towards at the high end there, because you got to shave the weight off, so you can keep going up. You'll notice all this tension. Oh, my jaw's really hurting. That's because you're not modifying your vowels as you go up. You gotta change them. You gotta start them off strong, go up, end strong, come back down, end strong again. So la, So much more of an as you get up higher, and then as you come back down, you got to make sure you finish on kind of an I. So you're kind of playing with the sound as it gets up, but once you come back down, bang, I again. A, E, I, O. Much more of an ooh, an O, and then ooh as you get up higher. A, E, I, O, U. So much more of an O as you get up higher again. Or is it U? Can't remember. Vowels. So vowels vowel in every word. So it's good to have A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Very similar to me, me, ma, mo, moo. A, E, I, O, U. Up to D major. A, E, I, O, U. Vowels. A, E, I, O, U. I really like stretching the voice and see what textures you can get. A, E, I, O, U. F. A, E, I, O, U. F sharp. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. G major. Can you feel tension in the throat? You can do a yawn, or if you're going up, you can also kind of let your knees drop. It's like a psychological thing for getting rid of tension. A, E, I, O, U. You can also, instead, when you're thinking you're going up, think you're going down, and that gets rid of the tension. When you're going up in pitch, imagine you're going down. That does work until you start to think about it, and then it just confuses you. So, I don't know. There's all these tips that kind of work and then kind of don't work. So, sure, listen. A, E, I, O, U. I'd like you to over-articulate it a bit if you can. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth of the lips. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A major. A, E, I, O, U. Alright. Just stretching the voice, just grow the voice a little bit. Like baby steps, baby stretches. A, E, I, O, U. Jesus. Can you feel all that, your teeth vibrating? That's brilliant stuff, that's what you want. A, E, I, O, U. So I just had to drop down into my chest head voice or something there. That's the bridge, alright? So when you're at the bridge, it's the part where your voice is the weakest. So I just kind of crossed over mine there. A, I, O, U. Can you hear the way all the notes were more or less the same volume there? A, E, I, O, U. Alright, going on to C major. A, E, I, O, U. Good, back down. A, E, I, O, U. You should feel like kind of breathing. A, E, I, O, U. You're just almost shaping the breath. We're on to B major now. A, E, I, O, U. A, I, O, U. These are the vowels. A major. A, E, I, O, U. tension in the throat, especially when you're going up. Not so much when you're coming down. And hit that straight on. Don't go. Slide into it. No, that. Just E, bang, 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 if you can. It's kind of hard to do this without getting, because you know you want to get it right. You're thinking to yourself, flip, I want to get it right, so you end up tensing up a little bit because you're not getting it right, and that's exactly what you don't want to do. So that's why it's such a tricky thing to get it right, because you have to listen to your body, and when you tense up, you lose it. When you push it, you lose your voice. So it's a strange one. D major, A, I, O, U, A, I, O, U. Alright, cool. Bumblebee, 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 wasp. I'm singing real down, real low. Here it's C major. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottles, what? Alright. Bumblebee, 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 wasp. Blue bottle, 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 blue bottles, what? The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the tip of the lips. Zap-a-ba-ba-ba. What are those things called? Tongue twisters are good for getting your this is all kind of actor stuff. Bumblebee, 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 wasp. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottles, what? Going up another semitone. It's one fret on the guitar, up to Mr. D sharp. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. Here we go, bumblebee. Bumblebee, 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 wasp. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottles, what? Alright. E major, major triad. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips, seashells, something on the seashore. Remember, keep practice, just hum along to all the songs. If you hum, you won't lose your voice. Unless you go like, then you're gonna lose your voice. But if you just go, keep it chill, baby. Barry White is an excellent example of a relaxed vocal style. Oh baby, oh baby, sweet baby. Brilliant. I think he's soul perhaps. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. So try to keep at the same volume the whole way through. If it starts getting louder, try and quieten it down. If it's getting not loud enough, turn it up a little bit. A little bit. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle swat. Alright, up to your mate. F major. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The teeth, the tongue, the tip of the lips. The teeth, the tongue, the tip of the lips. Alright, we're going to go up now. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle swat. You may get a lot of tension in the jaw if you're a lot of it singing. If you're over articulating all the time, you gotta get a very sore jaw. So that's often a good sign that you're over articulating. A lot of it is kind of crushing the vowels and bending them and hinting at a vowel but not doing all of it. F sharp. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. Here we go. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle swat. G major. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle. Oh yeah. If you're getting up, I'd normally drop down. My voice is starting to strain a bit. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. This is A sharp. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. Blue bottle, sheepers. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle swat. I don't know if you heard my voice shooting out of tune up there. That means my poor voice is sick. Ooh. A. So I'm gonna drop down one octave. Here's the doc. Blue to blue. That's maybe 2 octaves. Blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bottle, blue bumblebee. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. We're going up. Bumblebee, 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 bumblebee wasp. Congratulations. Well done, you did it. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips. The tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips, the tip, the tongue, the teeth of the lips, brushes and sausages, brushes and sausages. Alright, we'll do some verbal triads. Alright, got the idea? Back down. Alright, we'll leave it there. That is just that. Make sure there's no air coming out the front of your mouth. There's going to be a lot of air at the start, and that's why you're going to lose all your breath. You know, it's all going to come out at once. So the trick is breath control, slow and easy. Okay, so just in review, we covered a little bit of triads, major scales, a little bit of staircase motion, the tip of the tongue, teeth of the lips, triads, major scales. Wonderful. Okay, have a great day. All the best. That's a little warm up.